And welcome back to Below the Fog. Last we left off, Vitani and Rhea got a little bit closer, as well as a fun little ring spinning an image of a fall festival that encouraged Vitani to not only dress up, but play trick or treat. The rest of the group joined in just to make sure that Vitani didn't feel lonesome. And after scouring through the library, they've found some interesting things. Now that we pick back up, our cast is in that library. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, we can either do a little bit more research, or we can carry on to the fog lab. We can always come back to the books if we want.
Let's do plan B. I'm done with this place. I hate it here. Mist is walking towards the door unless someone stops her.
Is there anything else anyone needs to look up?
Above game, wait a second. There's some things Willamar wants to look up. But above game, did Marzipan ever get back that his partner was unthawed?
We don't know.
Marzipan has not contacted you back yet.
Oh, no, never mind. That was me. That was you and I had a conversation at another point. Okay. Anyway, Zulamar wants to look up specifically about the wish, if it's been recorded, like what is on record in the library about the wish that Luvian made.
Roll an investigation.
Just a straight 16.
Okay, so you start looking through the shelves, and you find what a wish is. It's a cosmic sum of energy that bursts forth through the realm to change a specific time, place, event, or happenstance with the power of pure magic. You don't find anything that records wishes, but you do find something that says that they are finite in number, though they can be made. You don't...
Sorry.
You're good. You don't find anything on how to make them, though.
Gotcha. He's gonna go and kind of relay that information that he got to Augie, since Augie had mentioned he wanted to find out about creating a wish. So he's just gonna go, I wanted to see if I could find anything, and if there was any mention of Luvian's original wish. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything. It's very possible that only those people in Lab 1A, or that it was just not known what made the Leatherwinds stop appearing. But apparently it can be done. Even if there is a finite number, you can create them.
Well, that's something to look into, I guess. I'm gonna actually put that aside for now. Back burner that. I actually want to find information about Fog Lab C, because we're going to be going there, so we might as well get a heads up.
That does sound smart. Okay.
And if there's going to be any information anywhere in the world about it, it'll be here.
All right, roll an investigation.
May I help?
Sure.
Augie, look.
Why not?
Woohoo! 8 other, let's go. Look at that, already rolling like Augie does. I rolled a 14.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like, oh, that's not bad with advantage. No, that's actually kind of awful for Augie.
Because your plus is 14, probably.
Plus
Fog
7.
Lab A, flora and fauna. Fog Lab B, disease control. Fog Lab C, LW research. Fog Lab D, magic defense and creation. Fog Lab E, containment.
Can you read those one more time?
Yeah, sorry.
Fog Lab A, flora and fauna. Fog Lab B, disease control. Fog Lab C, LW research. Fog Lab D, magic defense and magic creation. Fog Lab E, containment.
All right.
That is all
We
you
are
can find.
That is actually more information than I need. We are going to want to be on our best behavior going into Fog Lab C, especially, and we are going to want to be very careful because this might actually be the most dangerous one for us yet.
Really? What makes
Yeah.
you say that?
What do you think LW probably stands for?
Zuma's
Leather wind.
It's not lewd women. Sorry, Vitani.
Damn.
Zuma's gonna look at Jeff and he's gonna go, "Don't you work in the lab when you're not at your shop?"
What? God, no.
Oh.
No,
I
but
just-
they come down and they clear your items, right?
Well, kind of. They go through it and they see what's good and what's not good, and they take stuff and pay me for it.
Mm.
So you're not familiar with anyone that works there?
No, I am. I mean, I know Carambola, like I said.
This is going to sound weird, but do you have a memory of the most recent item they bought from you?
Yes.
Do you mind if I borrow it?
I mean, sure.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't do anything wrong with it. I'm just curious to see what kind of things they're taking. So I can see what kind of things they're not, right?
I mean, sure.
Thanks,
He
Jeff.
reaches out and just sort of like grasps his hand with yours, and you feel this memory of him sitting bored in his shop, sort of swinging his feet beneath his chair, and you see a woman with white roots and bright bubblegum pink hair tied in two big like braids that sort of curl around the side of her body. And she waves at him and she has like a donut stuffed in her mouth. So it's you can tell she's saying something, but you can't really hear it throughout or like through the donut. And you hear Jeff go, "Oh yeah, I got new stuff over there." And she jumps a little bit and like flails her hands in excitement and goes and starts sorting through this box and pulls out this long string of what you know to be sort of like fairy lights. But
Fairy
What?
lights.
Cherry lace?
fairy
lights.
lights.
Fairy lights.
They would be
Fairy lights.
used specifically in Brother Bishop when it would be foggy, which is most of the time, but like thick foggy, and they would be used to wrap around hand railings on like the tops of buildings or like on like the higher sidewalks so that people wouldn't fall off the sides because they'd be able to see where the railings and things were with these lights.
It's an alchemical thing. It's actually very fascinating. It's one of the things I actually miss about the city. It's very beautiful.
Zuma's gonna then follow up and ask, well, what I'm trying to understand is you are an enthusiast of where we are all from. Do you get the impression that the people at the lab researching these leather winds Are they do they share an animosity or a curiosity like yourself?
They care more about the stuff than the people, I mean. Especially Carambola, but she doesn't really like people in general. I think she kind of only tolerates me because I give her stuff.
I see.
We have a mission to do before we go. Can one of us go acquire some donuts?
I mean,
Oh, no.
sure.
Zuma's gonna go. I want to speak with Vatani.
Sure, well, if you
Alone.
guys... The, shop should still be down there. I mean, I haven't seen them leave yet. The bakery duo, I mean. Was it Frog and the floaty one?
Why don't you two go get donuts then while you have a little chat?
You gonna go get sweets?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I'm not the one with any money.
It's all good. I got you. Does anyone else want to go?
I think
No.
it should just be you two.
Okay.
Also, quickly above game, I just want to point out that this Tuesday, I just happen to be looking back in my notes. This Tuesday is our 2-year campaign anniversary.
2 years.
8-1. Yep.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
continue.
I love that.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So
Uh,
Zuli and Vitani are gonna go get the sweets then.
Yep, as
They were
you
gonna
guys
get
head...
donuts.
Wait.
Wait,
Before they separate from the group, Vitani's gonna walk over to Rhea and give her a really quick kiss and say, "I'll be right back."
Okay.
And then
Right,
she's
we'll
gonna
just
go with
blush.
Zuli.
D. Vitani, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
A D6.
Yup.
Zulmar is gonna look at Augie
I
and
want
Miss, like, did you all see this? This time? Because apparently.
Augie rolled a natural 20 on insight. He is going to
Wow.
pretend not to see it.
I pretend I do not see. I rolled a 5.
I
Oh.
respect your privacy.
Boy, you did roll a 5, didn't you? God damn it.
Why? What does 5 mean? What do you
What
mean,
does
god
5
damn it?
mean?
5 people.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Hi, Scarly.
Alright,
What?
so as you are walking through to the market, before you get to the market, you bump into 5 people.
Huh?
And you do your trick-or-treat routine 5 times. Do you want me to tell you what you get, or do you want me to type you what you get?
Oh, Zulamar's gonna say it too.
You can type what I get.
Okay, Zulbar, nobody really pays attention to you when you do it.
Oh,
Harsh.
he's sad.
Wow.
Vitani, you
Wow.
know why.
I know why.
Yeah!
Wait, what?
That's
Read
so
the thing.
weird. Let me see. I'm going to the thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So she's aware that they feel that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I didn't even know that. Poor Zuli. So,
Hold on. He's gonna be sad, but he's gonna assume that everyone's choosing trick for him.
that's fucked up.
Because I feel like they would in Saint Sister have the option to like prank kids.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's trick or treat.
Yeah, like they take it very literally.
There you go, that's what you get.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay. God Okay.
You can tell people if you want, or you that's entirely up to you.
Oh, I will. I'm writing it down really quick. All right. So Vitani has acquired a pair of pink fuzzy handcuffs. Those will be for Rhea. An egg timer. That's cute. Though maybe not for Rhea. I don't know how she feels about handcuffs after the way this campaign started. Anyways, tiny bottle of palm-sized green paint. Palm-sized green paint.
Sumar's eyes didn't light up at all when that person handed that to Vitani.
A
No,
wet
not at all.
but clean paintbrush. And a box of crayons, but the black crayon is missing.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Somebody got hungry.
Ew. Jesus Christ.
Wow. That just asks more questions.
Jeez.
Anyway, the two of you are on your adventure.
Yes, on our
You may
adventure.
You may speak as you wish.
Okay.
Sumar's gonna hook arms with Vitani and just be like, so, I know you just kissed her now, but I also noticed the one in the hammock this morning.
Uh-huh.
That was not a
Who's
part
shuffling?
of your... I think that was Drake.
Why are you blaming me for
What?
shit? I didn't do it.
Don't know.
Shuffling?
Usually background noise.
Someone was going like against the mic, like rubbing shit.
No, that was. I heard that. That wasn't me. That was from someone else.
I also heard it, so it was not me.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh well.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Hammock. What were you saying?
Sumar's like, that's a recent development. That was not, that was incredibly recent. What is going on?
So Vitani's gonna squeeze his arm and kind of like lean real heavily into his side. You know the way that makes like
Oh yeah.
friends like rock back and forth across the path.
Yeah.
And she's just grinning this super big cheesy smile. And she just nods. She's all like, so so you remember how we were all like messing with the bath stuff last night?
Yes.
Well, she showed me how the Mother Maiden one works. And it was just, I don't know, like we had a moment, you know? And I don't know, it was really before, like, look, you already know how I am. You already know how I am, but this wasn't like that. It was different.
So I'm just gonna go, I'm happy for you, but also, please don't tell me you had sex in somebody else's bathing area.
No.
Okay.
We haven't.
All right. That was my concern.
We didn't even
turn. She didn't turn Jeff's bathroom into a whore home.
We didn't even kiss last. Well, did we? No. Did we? No. Some things are a little fuzzy, I admit, but definitely we didn't do that.
Okay.
No,
I normally
yeah.
wouldn't imagine it, but you were being a little loopy yesterday. So,
yeah. So I've been told. Everyone's been saying that, and yesterday I did kind of feel a little. It kind of felt like I hit the pipe, but I don't remember hitting the pipe yesterday. So I don't know. But no, yeah, we just she was just helping me wash off, and I was helping her, and we had a moment, and we kissed. But that was it, I swear.
Well, and this is gonna be. He's like, well, I approve of her over some of their previous partners. And I'm glad that it feels different. So it's not like with creme brulee.
No, definitely not like it was with creme brulee.
I see.
Creme brulee was fun, but this is... What's the word? It's just different. It's almost... I don't know. Better, I think.
I can see where you're going with it, yeah. No, creme brulee is what I usually assume most of your fancies are like.
And
so
most of them are. But I don't know. It's definitely not a question of attraction, because have you looked at Rhea? I mean, have you really stopped and looked at her?
I'm aware.
Wow. Wow. Trust me, I want to. But I don't know, the way it's going, it's... I don't know, it feels more special. And if I'm being honest, I'm a little scared.
I can understand that. I mean, everything about our situation from day to day is terrifying. And to then introduce a deeper connection into that sort of environment is definitely terrifying. To an extent above and beyond what it might feel like had you fancied someone in this way, back home.
Yeah. Now that Vitani has said the words, her expression is gonna fall a little bit, and she's gonna go slightly pale.
And he's gonna look at her and just be like, now, don't think the worst situation. I mean, we're all putting ourselves at risk. But if there's something to find, if there's more happiness to find amongst ourselves, then we should take those opportunities.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get in my head. I just... okay, where did this come from? Does your chest feel tight? My chest feels a little tight.
Breathe.
It was just a kiss. It was just a kiss. I've done so much more with so many people. Why am I freaking out over a kiss? Why am I freaking out over a kiss, silly? Over three kisses, actually. Why am I freaking out over just a handful of kisses? What is going on? Why am I freaking out? Zuli?
Breathe.
I'm trying!
Vitani, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit! A con save. That is a 5 plus 5 is a 10.
You're really, really lightheaded. Like, you're about to hit the floor lightheaded.
Sulimar wants to use his wishful thinking cantrip.
Okay.
To give her a happy memory to kind of shake snap her out of it for a second to calm her down. And so it not only calms the mind, but has a healing spirit. Granted, it doesn't specify what kind of healing spirit. Granted, so I'm assuming that's up to you.
How many times have you cast this?
This is the 4th time.
4th time? Alright. It's sort of like a breath of fresh air and like taking a mint or something that you would normally do, or like biting a lemon, something to get you out of it.
Okay.
Better.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that feels better. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
That was weird. What was that?
You were having a panic attack because you care so much.
Because you're gay?
I don't know why I hadn't thought about it at all until right then. What if it goes bad again? I don't want it to go bad again.
Well, none of us wanted to go bad. But I specifically feel that so far you've communicated quite well. And you've grown close. I think you just have to be transparent. Do I need to give her the speech?
No.
I'm terrible at it, but
I appreciate it, Zuli. You do not need to give sibling speech.
I've done it before.
I know. And you followed through on it before too, didn't you?
Perhaps. Though, if I'm not mistaken, you've forgotten a lot of that. Or at least who it was.
I chose to forget who. But I didn't yes. God damn it, what now?
1 second, gotta take this.
Hold on a second. You're mean. That's just
what
mean.
What did the rock say?
He says that despite you being a necromancer, you're not very intimidating. In fact, quote, your brother is about as intimidating as a wet rag on a clothesline. Which I think is rude.
It is rude. But I wouldn't say it's highly incorrect.
I don't know though. I've seen you be pretty fucking scary. So I think it just takes the right circumstance for you.
Indeed.
You're not intimidating at base level.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah.
If I was to kill anyone, it would be for science.
You know, in some capacity, that might be worse. But as far as that, I did forget who, but I didn't forget what. And I know it's dumb, like what's the word? Like in my head, logically. I know Rhea is different. That's why I didn't even think of it until just now.
Right into the microphone, bub.
Love that.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Just,
he just walked by the food court. It's all good.
oh, yeah.
Yes, we're walking by the food court.
Yeah, they're drinking that space Coke.
Space Coke. You mean space Coke?
Stop!
No, that's the nose candy. This is the, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the fentanyl. That's right. That's what it is.
I'm leaving.
It's the Fenty.
Continue your fucking conversation, you heathens.
Okay.
You keep interrupting. Anyways.
Okay, so hold on. So as they're talking, they're going to enter the bakery with the cute couple. But there's
It's
a huge
tent,
line.
but yes.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna enter the tent. But there's a huge line, so they're standing there waiting. And Zulimar's just like, see, don't listen. One day, perhaps the two of you look something like this couple there. And just the two cute couple bakery lesbians scurrying around, handing out cake pops and whatnot.
You really think so?
I bloody hope so. I really would hate, given how few of us there are, that something bad didn't happen down here, because quite like the rest of the group.
Vitani's gonna look at the two very happy lesbian bake shop owners. And she's gonna kind of space out for a little bit because she's imagining her and Rhea running some kind of little bakery stand back at the Moon Cove together.
Gay.
Oh my god, I'm in love with them.
All right.
She's like, so focus on the positive.
Yeah. The positive.
The two of you get, let's say, a dozen donuts, just for fun.
Okay.
You can decide what is in the donut box. I'm not describing fucking a dozen donuts for you. You're grown-ups.
Whatever that lady opens the box and says, "Ooh, those are my favorite," that's what they are.
That is not how that works.
Damn it. Just one of everything. Yeah, they'll get their donuts and they will continue conversing and talking, just chit-chatting about like their shopping. Probably discuss Zulimar's lingerie choices as they return to the group.
Excuse me. I saw you. I saw that.
And then you get back to the library. Mist has probably started playing a game where she has gotten several sheets of paper and taped them all to the side of one of the rolling book carts and gotten a marker and drawn targets with it. And you found children with little suction cup darts, and you are betting against them for their hard-earned money to see who
Am I
can
winning?
Yes.
Yes.
See who can get in the bullseye first. You are, quite
Suck it,
frankly, swindling children right now.
Good. Because I was going to say, like, I will be knocking them down if that's helpful to me in any way. Mist is not above.
You know, I could tell you were getting bored, so I
children.
decided, I'd give you, like, one legal loophole to have
Yay!
something chaotic. Alright, so the party is all together again.
Yes. Why did we need donuts?
Why wouldn't we need donuts?
I'm assuming.
point.
Did I make any money from this swindle? Quick question.
Whoa. Those are a gift. Those are our way in.
Right.
Jeff's just gonna kind of look at you weird and be like, I mean, the door is the way in, but sure.
No. See, what's her name? Was eating a donut. This is our way of offering a donut so we can be kind of friendly. Yeah, I'm capable of being friendly sometimes. And better than us showing up being a bunch of leather winders with no donuts and therefore get put under the microscope and drills and shit.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I mean, again, Carambola doesn't really care about people. She just cares about stuff.
Stuff like
Donuts are stuff.
donuts.
Well, I can relate to that, actually.
Just stuff.
Yes, OG really much is that kind of person too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
okay.
donuts or
Well-
stuff.
So you're saying at least she is more interested in artifacts from our people, or I hate that. Just left a bad taste in my mouth. From the Leatherwinds.
Artifacts in general.
No.
She just likes things. She doesn't like people.
I see.
Hmm.
But you cannot 100% confirm that there aren't other people at the lab who are interested in people in a bad way.
I don't know. I only ever deal with Carambola.
Oh, well, we'll find out and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, we've already.
Be careful.
I'd say at this point we're working our way to rather experience at them. Well, I have no other focus or interest in the library other than just spending time here. Any library will make me happy. So, yes.
While they're talking, Vitani's gonna sidle up to Rhea's side and hang out next to her.
How'd the shopping go?
It went good. We got a dozen. I think that's enough.
Sounds
Maybe.
good. I like Oshi's approach.
Yeah.
Be
Well, just
hospitable.
be friendly. Which one of us is the friendly one? Because it's not me.
Jeff just kind of like raises his hand and he's like, I mean, she knows me.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Didn't Jeff already say was going to take us there after lunch?
Yeah. Well, so
I mean, we've been reading long enough. It is after lunch.
Oh, well, true.
Have any of us actually had lunch?
No.
Then I say we go back to Jeff's and have lunch.
We could just
Because
eat
we
in the
bought 10
cafeteria.
pounds of meat. We bought
Or
10
that.
pounds of meat.
All right.
I think we should use it.
I mean, it's on the way, so why not?
Freya wandered off for a second to
Oh!
get. No, she had picked while they were waiting and such. She had gone over to the gardening and floral section because she always anytime she can find other books that she doesn't have on flowers, she'll whatever it is. So she probably walked back over and was reading the book. And as soon as she heard lunch and meat, she perked up and she's like, "Yes, I agree. I definitely would like to cook some of this meat and have it right as soon as possible."
Yeah.
Actually,
he just kind of chuckles. He's like, "Oh yes, you'll be cooking the meat. Yes, you will."
Why don't you and Jeff cook, Augie?
Yes, because that wasn't a foregone conclusion.
You got us there.
See what I have to put up
during
with it.
lunch, I would be actually quite interested, Vitani, in taking a closer look at that ring of yours.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, the one that makes your wings. I'll give it back. I just wanted to take a look at it for a bit.
Aw, I gotta take it off.
Please.
Roll persuasion.
All right.
Miss, what did you do?
What? Nothing.
gambled some children out of their money.
I played with the kids. We were having fun. It's not my fault they don't know how to bet.
16
Gambling's
plus
not illegal.
3, 17.
Fair enough. Okay. So Vitani is gonna go and
Oh wait, 19. I can't math.
19.
Pause.
You want it right now or when we get to Jeff's?
Right now.
Right now?
Pause.
Pausing.
DM saying pause.
Actually, this will just be easier. Everybody deafen, and then I'll let you guys back in. I'll message you all, because this is gonna take too long to type.
Cool.
Everybody except for who, Deafin?
Except for you.
Great. Oh,
All right.
God.
So you
But,
go
you
to
know-
take the ring off, and you get
Uh-huh.
it to the very last knuckle right before your fingernail. And it's like the world kind of stops. And you realize if you take this ring off, you take your wings off, and you will not be able to put them back on.
Ever?
Ever. So you
Let's
are given
slide that-
you're given one last chance to decide if you want to, keep it on or take it off.
Will I ever be able to take it off again?
Yeah, but the moment you take it off, you can't ever put it back on.
Noted. Okay. So Vitani's going to make the decision to slip it right back on.
Okay.
She's not going to take it off now.
You cannot bring this new thought to voice, by the way.
What? Why?
You just know it. It's magic.
And I can't say that I know that?
You cannot, and people are coming in now.
Oh,
I am.
boy.
Fuck!
Oh no.
We're just waiting on Augie and Frey.
They can't know above game either?
You can type it, but nobody can say it out loud.
Okay.
And just make sure you say nobody can say this out loud.
Well, then I would wait until
Yeah.
everyone comes back in. I think
Yeah.
it's just Gray.
What is she doing?
I do not know.
Drop
Pooping.
a
Maybe the time warp again.
drop again.
Let's just jump to the left. Put your hands on your hips.
Did she fall in?
Pelvic thrusts.
It is time. Come back.
Okay. For some reason, I didn't get the ping.
Gotcha.
Alright, all of you can read chat, just don't say it out loud. Red is about to impart you with some fun fucking wisdom that you know above game, but not in game.
Right.
Wisdom.
So you
So-
watch. Do you want to describe it or do you want me
Oh,
to?
no. Go ahead. I like the way you flavor things.
You watch Zulmar as she pulls the ring off to the very first knuckle and pauses, blinks, looks at you, puts it back on.
I guess that's a no then.
I can't.
Well, I'm not going to force you. So, fair enough.
I mean, I guess if you want to look at it, you just have to have my hand with it.
Attached to your body.
Preferably attached to my body.
Okay. Yeah, no.
I know you're on this new necromancer shit, but really?
Listen, he's got necromancy on the brain, and he's stuck in that mindset. All right. But no, he's gonna just be like, don't worry about it. I can take a look at the ring later.
Okay, if you're sure.
So you all get back to Jeff's. Augie and Jeff start cooking a meal. You guys can do whatever you really want to do until then.
Anything we want to do?
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Well, if we're going to the lab, are we all prepared?
I think I'm as prepared as I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
And have we decided that we want... He is taking us out at lunch. He's already said that. Okay. So I guess we're going today.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well-
Yeah, I was just saying. Sorry.
Jeff also is dressed up, so if
Yeah,
everyone
but
is
he's a
dressed
little
up,
subtle. His is a little subtle.
So, if there's nothing you guys want to do during lunch, let's say you have lunch, it's delicious.
Mhm.
And after lunch, you're all comfortable, and if you've had your fill of food, and Jeff leads you out of his room, across the hall, past these big, wide open windows that lead over the top of the tree and into the dark depths, and you see a door at the bottom of this housing apartment complex area. And he goes over to it past the clothesline, and he does a quick knock on the door, waits, doesn't hear anything, shrugs and goes, it can happen. Knocks again, and then you hear this crash and clang and clatter, and it makes all of you jump a little bit.
Ah,
And as that happens, the door slowly opens, and you hear sort of beeping in your ears. It's very subtle. It slowly gets louder as the door opens. Fog rolls in from the doorway, and the floors are a sheer silver, metallic, reflective. There are stains of grease everywhere on every surface. There are tables that are hovering with blue lights underneath them. There are wires spun around the room. There are objects in here that are floating, and some of them that are connected to chains to keep from floating away. Others have lights that flicker on and off. There are keypads and holopads and little round circles with prongs coming out of them, disassembled parts from things you do and don't know. This room is a disaster of tools and items and boxes and junk. And there's no one who has opened the door.
The door just opened.
Yes.
is that normal, Jeff?
And he just goes, yeah, basically.
Okay. After you, I guess.
He goes inside. He nods to all of you.
Right. Vitani's
We
gonna follow
follow.
behind him.
All right.
step
I
in.
will also follow. Yeah.
Oh, she's actually taking a look at all this interesting shit. Ooh.
The door shuts behind you.
Ugh.
And you hear this rattling and clanging again, and you see pink pigtails sort of drag along the ground, hinted by purples and greens and blues from these strange lights that you don't see the bulbs of, and you see a head pop out after, and a woman goes, Yahweh!
Here we go.
Hello?
Yeah?
Wait, so we see a head popped out?
Yeah. It's
Like a
familiar to
disembodied
Augie.
head?
No, it's
Oh.
it's basically a woman leaning back in a chair.
Like,
Augie is actually going to greet like this. We're leather winders, we brought donuts.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. Cool. The
my
snack
God.
table's over there, and you see her hand, which has got these wires embedded into it, and like skin is grown over it, and then they come back out the other side, and they crawl up to about her middle finger, and she points across the room to this table that's got snacks and drinks, and you see, shifting, finally, is a gnome who looks up, he just sort of like, as if startled awake, going, what, I'm work. And he falls back to
Okay.
sleep.
Augie hands the donuts over to Andrea to place on the table.
Pardon me. She leans forward again and continues tinkering.
Augie's gonna see what she's working on.
So as you move through this veritable lab, this tinker garage, you see like half-formed automatons. You see what looks like the base of some... Hold on, I gotta cough again. Damn. Fucking pretending to snore. Fucked up my throat. You see the base of what looks like something that would have attached to like a wheel or a churn or something. And you see this table and there are wires spread out around it, and there's some lights, but it looks like a lot of them have been stripped clean and it's been like cut open. And you see this little jar, and inside it are these like floating bulbs, except for there's little dangling like chains hanging on the bulbs. And she's currently trying to like twist the wire to this little jar at the base of it.
Need a hand?
No.
Alright. Augie's gonna walk off and he's gonna see if there's anything that he can take her with.
Basically anything in here.
Alright. He's actually gonna take a look at one of the automatons that doesn't look like it's operational. He's gonna see if he can try to fix it up a bit.
Alright.
How attended is Augie stuff?
Just get in there and just like...
Very unattended.
Noted.
So the space that we're in, does it look like this lab goes further?
What do you mean?
Like, is it just one room, or is there like a hall or other doorways that we see?
There's a doorway sort of up, if you look at the map that I sent you guys. But other than that, it's just one big room.
Wait. Where's the map?
Freya has never been in a lab before. This is the first lab she's entered into. And so she's really just like looking around and kind of like amazed by just the oddities that be in here, that things that she's never really seen before. She doesn't know why they want to come in here so bad as well. So.
Well, nothing's tried to kill us yet, so...
Wait, so I
Where's
think
the
you might
map?
have dropped the second floor in down below instead of in like atmosphere and images. So
Where's it?
Probably.
Swallowed.
I was going to say, it's probably lost to tell the conversation.
Oh yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah, I'll put it down there. Don't worry.
Bless you.
Yeah, Rhea will kind of go up to Augie. She's really stiff. Like, she's only ever seen kind of stuff like this when they went to Fog Lab 1, but even that stuff was not functional, or barely functional, I guess. So what are we supposed to do? What is our objective here? We have
She
this
pauses
people
for a second. Well, you know how we didn't really have an objective going into Fog Lab A, and we kind of figured it out as we went?
I guess, but
And remember how in Fog Lab B we had an objective and it didn't matter at the end, so we just figured it out as we went?
Sounds like a pattern.
Silmars wants to investigate the room for anything that looks like the cylinders full of fog.
Alright, roll for it.
Also, never mind. I'll prepare guidance after this roll.
What's the tiny little red thing in the green area? It looks like
It looks like a roof.
It looks like a grill.
You don't know. You've not been over there.
It looks like shingles on a roof.
no, the smaller things, Drake.
yeah, in the green, like it does kind of look like a grill. Looks like an egg on a frying pan.
Yes.
You don't know. You haven't been over there.
We know. I'm just saying, like, what the image looks like. You know,
I thought it looked like an animal.
It's
looks
a
like
target.
a clown that got squished. Oh,
At least it looks like a target.
maybe.
Well, that does
You
kind
don't
of
know.
like
You haven't been over there.
Yes,
it
yes.
does look like some meat on a grill there. Yeah,
It looks like a training field. Low key.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, with
Anyways.
some barbells there and
That's downstairs,
Yeah.
so I guess it doesn't have it upstairs.
wait a minute. I see that weird chain looking thing. That's a sex room.
Yes.
Oh.
Correct. So Vitani
I
would like
rolled
to
a
check it out
19 for
immediately.
investigation.
I know, baby. I was letting them finish talking.
Okay. Wait, I got lost on what they were looking at, so I just stopped looking.
So you kind of look around the room and you find something that looks sort of like the top of what you know to have the fog in it, but it's in the ground and it's just like an inch above the rest of this flooring.
So I'm just gonna go, what's this? And he's gonna ask that
Who's
to the
they
gnome.
talking to?
He's gonna ask it to the gnome.
The gnome is asleep and he wakes up
Oh.
and he looks around and he just kind of goes back to sleep.
Okay. He's gonna look at Jeff and be like, Jeff, what's your friend's name here?
Carambola.
Are you
Is that
Carambola?
Karen? Above game, Karen, like she's a Karen?
Oh boy.
Carambola, okay. Is that food?
I'm looking it up.
Oh, I know what that is.
It's a fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of fruit is it?
It's a
Sorry.
fruit.
Fake fruit?
No,
It's a what?
it's a real fruit.
Kind of like a star fruit looking thing.
Yeah! Yeah! It's a star fruit!
Face.
Is there a reason it
No.
being a star fruit is eliciting so much laughter?
Where
Right,
are you?
Face.
We're in space.
Space.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh my god.
Hang on, I want to guess his name. No, keep going.
What were you saying?
So I'm just gonna go, Carambola, I'm curious to know what this is in the floor here.
For a second or two, she doesn't respond, and then Jeff goes, Karam! And she, like, looks up and, like, looks around, and then she goes, what? He goes, people are talking to you. And she's like, oh, right, what? Why do I care? What is it? What?
What is here? In the floor.
Metal. Cool, I'm done?
Oh I'm just gonna ask, while I have your attention, where's your transporter
losing
and
it.
why did you close it?
That because nobody used it, and then the fairy came through, and I gave her shit and made her leave.
I'm liking her more and more every moment. Augie,
And where is your fog?
What?
What is the fog produced
Where's
from?
your canister of fog?
It's not in a canister. If that's what you're asking, it's in the appropriate tubing.
Yeah, where is it? I can't see it.
It's in the flooring.
Where I was pointing?
I mean, it's underneath the entire flooring. I mean, nobody fucking steps on it. And she just looks back at her little thing and starts, like, winding this wire around the entire tube. I don't know why people fucking talk to me. I don't understand it. It's just like, obviously, don't talk to Carambola. Nobody needs to talk to Carambola. I'm busy. And she just starts, like piecing, like, little bits of wire through more wire into the top of this little jar. And Jeff just kind of sighs and goes, yeah, sorry.
Can I adopt her? Like,
I mean, she kind of technically is an orphan, but I think she's a grown-up, and I'm not sure how she'd handle that.
You already have your sassy child.
I was about to say, damn, you need another one?
He's still picking them up like, I don't know, every corner it seems.
So you're asking about fog containers?
yeah.
Yes, the tube with fog in it. Trying to figure out how to access it.
I know the labs are called fog labs, but we don't... Fog isn't a thing here. We have access to the fog, and I know it's pumping out, but it's not here.
Oh no. This would be this third lab we've been to. And as she said, it is in the tube below.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, the fog that this lab produces doesn't come out here. It comes out at the top of the mountain.
Well, that stands to reason.
I mean, there's a containment tube. I mean, I've seen it. It's weird.
Yes, the containment tube. That's what we want to take a look at.
It's not powering anything, is it?
The containment tube?
Well, the fog. The fog itself.
Carambola. She just kind of groans. Ugh, what?
The fog, it doesn't power anything, does it? Like, it's not gonna fuck up your life or anything if it were to
The
stop.
fog is a multi-level force field that keeps people and things, like, fucking out.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, as in, like, it keeps us out of that fuck place.
Could we see... Go ahead.
It also prevents the gods from returning back where they came from or being recycled properly, leading to a cycle.
No, that's not this one. That's not this fog. Every fog is a different fog in every different lab.
Oh god, damn it.
Oh, see, that's new. Okay.
How are you... You said you were... Why did you bring weirdos here? I'm trying to do shit! And Jeff just kind of, like, scratches at his scalp, and he's like, oh, she is cranky today. I'm so sorry.
Hey! Don't yell at Jeff.
This is
If
my
you want to
lab!
yell at Jeff, we're going to have problems.
This is my lab. I can yell at whoever I want. I don't even know why any of you are here.
I don't give a shit if this is your lab. Don't yell at people.
Oh, boo-hoo, what are you gonna do,
How come
princess?
she gets to be not behave
Princess.
and I don't?
What am I going to do about it? You want to find out what I'm going to do about it?
Whoa!
Do it. Do it, Vitani. Do it.
Vitani, when you say that, I need you to know that Carambola stands up and she is 7 feet tall and 6 inches.
And?
And she has the long hair. So when you saw Augie, when you saw her in the memory, she was maybe like 5'6", but she's exponentially growing, kind of like slowly getting bigger, and she's like, you see like appendages coming out of her. They kind of look like arms from her side, but they're metal. And you see that they're sort of piercing through her, like her vest, and they're sort of like cracking out and turning into like spider limbs. And she crosses her arm and her hair starts to float and she goes, "What do you think I'm gonna do?"
Bloody hell.
Well, we're not allowed to fight here.
We're not here to pick a fight, though. To be fair, we are
We could
equipped
be.
to do so. Yeah, we're here to figure out the lab, to figure out what's going on. We're, as we said when we came in, leather winders. You could look, I'm covered with leather winders. Shit, all up upon myself. We're just here to figure out what's going on because we're trying to fix what's fucked up this world, including what the gatherers did. Which is
Ugh.
like, yeah, that's what I said. Ugh. And I know it's a big problem, but I gotta deal with it.
Fucking information is the gnome. Just let me do my shit. And she shrinks back down and she sits on her seat and then she like picks up what looks like a roll of electrical tape and she chucks it at the gnome and he squeaks and almost falls off his chair but grabs the sides of the desks and goes, "I'm actually awake. I'm here. I'm here.
Zulmar's gonna
What year is it?"
the gnome.
Oh god.
He's gonna approach the gnome and be like, "So, we have questions, and Carambola has kindly informed us that you're the person with the information."
Okay.
Have a donut. Wake up.
I'm awake. At what cost, I don't know, but I'm awake. What are your
First,
questions?
we'd love to know your name.
I don't really go by a name.
Okay.
I mean, you can call me, like, Bookie or something, I don't know. I just work here.
Okay.
All right. And what is your fog here responsible for?
The fog
In the
here
barrier.
keeps us from walking through to that fucking, what is it, Death Mountain thing? That thing.
So it stops you down here from being able to pass up to Death Mountain.
Yeah. Anybody that sort of lives here, or breathes the air, or imbues the magic. It keeps us safe. 'Cause that's kind of what we do. We make magic. So of course we don't want magic going up there, so we stop it with the fog.
Oh no.
Yeah, Zulamar's gonna look to Augie and go, maybe we want to do this one last?
Wait, what happens if someone tries to?
Tries to what?
Go up Death Mountain.
Yeah, if they've
Like-
got the magic, this is active. What does it do?
Just there's a big force field. They can't go. They can't walk further.
Well, okay, but alright, humor me. What happens if instead of walking, you've got a platform and it goes up really quickly and it hits that force field? What happens?
There's no force field. Hold on. Give me what you're talking about. Give me your brain. Let me bring it in.
Sure.
Bring it in!
Sure. So, let's say
You share the memory?
Oh, he wants the memory.
Yeah, I give the memory of the elevator of us going down, and I say, what happens if this goes back up with someone with magic?
He goes, oh yeah, we extend past that. The elevator's not in the fucking zone. That thing goes
Yeah.
up and down, straight up and down. It's inside the fucking force field that we make. You're good. That would just keep going.
Yeah, but wait, what happens if someone? So
what if
someone,
somebody is trying to approach that platform? So they're
Yeah.
trying to get to that platform past the bridge.
You can't get to the bridge. The bridge is inside the magical force field thing. And he's gonna drag a map over from underneath creased papers and boxes and take a red pen and bite off the top of it, like the little cap, and then circle big around the mountain and go, see this? This is the force field. And he's gonna put a dot at the base of the mountain. This is the bridge. You see, this is a whole finger's worth between the bridge and the force field.
does the force field hurt anyone trying to get forward? Do they hit it and they just can't go past? Or does it murder that? What happens?
No, it's just like if you walk into a glass wall.
Okay.
Well, it's either, if you're stubborn, you walk into a glass wall like a pigeon flies into a window because they're stupid and they can't see glass, or
Right.
you get really confused and you just turn around and you walk away.
Okay.
Like me when I try and eat breakfast in the morning.
More questions, because I have more questions. What happens if someone doesn't have the magic, gets the magic, and then tries to go across?
I mean, same thing.
Here's a question. If you did not have the magic and you become exposed to it, is there a certain amount of time before the barrier would recognize you as having magic?
No.
Is there a gestation period?
No.
So the moment you pass,
Yes.
you'd be imbued with it. All right.
And does the barrier let things get out that have the magic, or is it a one-way barrier?
I mean, stuff can come out. Well, certain things, like regular people can come out, but creatures and shit can't.
Huh.
Oh, that creature.
Right.
Are you talking about one of the Guardians? Because that's what it sounds like you're talking about. That thing can do
the
whatever
one
the
for the
fuck it
mouth?
wants. Yeah, those can do whatever they want. We've got one. She can do
Great.
whatever she wants to.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's actually not good, guys.
I see. So you say that people that are breathing the air can't go past. Does that barrier block the magic itself?
Yeah, I don't know. That's too high up my ladder.
Valid.
It's
Understandable.
force field of magic. You can walk through it, but you can't walk back. Okay?
Right. You've been very helpful. How long has that been there?
Longer than I've been working here?
That is not a unit of time I am familiar with.
I don't know. It's just been there.
Are you talking years, decades,
Augie.
sugar lifetimes? What?
This might be something that my staff might be most useful in finding out.
Yeah, but okay, so right.
Now, hold on, I'll just go and look in the book room. Yours are weird and annoying. No wonder Carambola made me wake up to deal with you. And you watch him get off of this little stool and literally waddle his way over to this little cabinet, and he opens it up and you see inside of it it's just this expansive library, but it is so small. And he closes the door behind him and you hear this clang clack, books thumping, dun dun dun, and all of this catastrophe. And then he comes back with like this big book almost the size of his chest, and he waddles back up to the stool and he puts it on the stool and he climbs up it and then he gets on top and then he thumps it on the table. It makes this big like poof sound and dust flies everywhere, and he flips it open and he goes, as the creation of this facility was needed for sake of planetary survival, the fog labs were created thus, or readjusted thus, and such. Each appointment, blah, 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 upon her word, upon her schematics, da 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 da. For Sona, for fog lab. I'm reading! Don't interrupt me. He flips the page. Fog lab B, repurpose. He keeps things obscured. Fog lab C. About 50 years after the creation of the lab, the actual magic coalesced to create a barrier. He closes the book.
Alright. That's
You
all I
happy?
needed to know. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Could you show us to the fog containment area? Please.
You want the... It's not really like a containment thing. I mean, the fog just kind of does what it does.
You don't have a control panel for flush?
That's just a
What was
regular
that?
containment.
Yes, we want to see that.
Okay, you weirdos. He hops back down off the stool, toddles over to that section of the room that you saw earlier, and he, like, looks at it, and he kind of kicks the top of it, he goes, I need a screwdriver. Carambola!
So,
And she looks up and she goes, what? And you see, like, these spider limbs, like, crackle out of her back, and electricity is crawling along them, and he goes, I need a screwdriver! She goes, oh! And she just tosses it at him, and he catches it. He just sort of, like, wiggles it along the bottom seam. He goes, alright, give me a second. Okay, here. And he kicks it, and you see this familiar container rise up from the floor, emitting this blue glow. And I'm gonna ask really quick, what is everybody's lines and veils when it comes to body parts? Type that in the chat.
So
you guys are all
So
good
am I-
with whatever?
I'm fine when it's theater of the mind. I have other lines and veils when it comes to actual
Yeah, no, you're not gonna see any
How-
pictures.
pictures or
how did
imagery.
people get kidnapped?
That's the exact question I'm having.
Yeah. Though this answers a lot. Answers
It
more than
does.
it answers. But how did they get kidnapped?
And how are they still... People believe that they're still being kidnapped. How is that even possible?
Well, I mean, we have evidence that they're kidnapped.
But how?
You guys
I
hear
know
this
someone
sound.
from down below who is up there or was up there. I've met her. She didn't know it though, but I met her.
But I feel as if all of us at some point were from down here. Oh, as far as I understand, is the only ones that aren't are from the original Leather Windows of the Queens, right?
You don't understand what I'm saying. I don't mean someone who was a part of the initial colonization where they kidnapped people. I mean someone who lived down below after the fog labs were set up was taken up above. At least one person.
What are those sounds? What's that sound?
It stopped.
The sound?
That
Yeah,
was
there
a
was a
weird
sound.
sound.
Oh. Well, my question is I'm concerned that if this one comes down now, this layer, that it'll be of further benefit to them than it is to us.
I agree.
And that perhaps this one would be the last one we'd want to drop so that we are prepared for whatever decides to come after the people.
Okay, Vitani.
Agree with you. I'm just.
Yes, no, this added so many questions, and it answered some questions, but led itself to others.
You hear that sound, Vitani?
What's a bzz bzz?
It's like a glass clacking.
Glass clacking.
Zuma's
Oh.
going to turn from Augie and look to the canister.
You see a
And kinda
blue
like-
liquid that fills the canister, and occasionally you see what looks like a metal ball thumping against the inside of this canister.
So this isn't swirling with fog.
No. Vitani, there's a hint in what I sent you.
I see it.
Or what someone you know sent you.
What is that up? Okay, does this make sense to any of you guys?
What is it?
She's gonna pat her pocket where everyone knows the stone is,
Mm-hmm.
and
Zuma's paying attention to Vitani, but is keeping his
Yeah.
eyes on the canister.
she tilts her head and she's like, he says, he laughed and said, "Cat got your tongue?"
Yeah, I've been referring to that the whole time.
Well, he's saying something about it, so
Wait, what?
I'll be honest, my intelligence is so low. I'm not quite following anything.
Right, okay,
with
I'm
you,
being
Rhea.
I'm being cryptic. Okay. Miss Grandmother was taken from down below ever so long ago.
Okay.
But she wasn't taken before the fog lab. She existed and was taken up long after the fog labs were created, which means that
You mean her mother?
no, her grandmother, not her mother.
The other grandmother. I'm assuming.
Right.
Because we met
so,
one.
Well, we met her, but her wife was the one that was taken up above.
I see.
Yeah. Right? So
Okay.
the wife I've met mentioned nothing about down below, seemed to have no memories of down below. But that's not the point. The point is, she was from down below, which means that there's a way for people from down below to still get on the other side and get up there.
Right. I'm more concerned about the tongue thing and the fact that this doesn't look like the other ones. Referring to he waves at the tube, the canister.
Vitani.
Yes.
What does the canister look like?
It's like full of the blue liquid, and there's a silver, what looks to be like a silver metal ball, tapping against the periodically visible tapping at the glass.
There's a cylinder base that has a rectangle at the bottom. It is a long cylinder that is full of this blue liquid, and then the top has like this round thing with like a little pointed frame, and you do see the same buttons that are flush, recycle, release.
We had to do different things to the last one. What if we have to do something different this time?
Well, the last one, Sugar's mother just put the cup
Well, yes,
into the socket.
I meant the one wouldn't. Wait, actually, I wasn't in that room, so.
Guys,
The first one? Yes.
Yeah. What? Yes.
he said, my tongue is in the tube.
Well, that's what I was guessing.
Yeah. That too.
What was the lungs was in the first one. The second one was an eye. So a tongue in this one. But ask him why this one doesn't look full of fog like the others.
Well, you heard him.
Well, it's a
She has
tongue
now
in-
pulled out the rock and is holding it in her hand. You heard him.
Silence or.
I'm waiting.
Can I give him a second? He's got to type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Wow.
I figured since Red said give him a second,
Well,
then
I just
I'm
wasn't
waiting.
sure if it was going to be a moment where
he refuses to say something.
yeah, and you're like, and then later on, Sona's like, "You don't get anything."
He's been sitting here
This
for
one,
half an
Vitani sees the fucking ... around the bottom of the stone.
Okay.
hour.
Okay, so this is what he said. It doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe you guys know what he's talking about. I didn't make the damn things. Why would I know? I guess because it's higher up. I mean, the ones closer to the ground made sense, but higher up? And I was always talking about keeping people out of there, so maybe that's why the whole tongue thing.
I see.
Mm.
Well, then my next question for the stone would be, does he believe that we should leave this one to be removed last? Or do you think that removing the magical blocking barrier to have any, I don't know. I would like his opinion. If he has one.
What do you think?
We should remove it.
We know the barrier doesn't stop everyone from going up there.
Correct. But we also don't want to make it even more convenient for them.
No, hang on.
Mm.
We know that it doesn't stop everyone from going up there. It also doesn't stop whatever it is. There's something that these fog labs aren't stopping that is successfully working for the Leatherwinders.
What am I? His mother? Does he want me to? That's just mean. I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna say that.
No, please do.
What am I? His mother? Does he want me to wipe his ass too? I want to be whole, but I've also told you what happens if I am. You guys make your own choices. I just nudge you with opinions.
Wait, what happens if he's all above game? My memory is shit.
Well, if we undo the fog labs, then we undo all the barriers, and the Leatherwind War starts again. So we need something in
Right.
place. So we need something in place for when that happens. We can't just
Correct.
necessarily drop all the fog labs.
Mhm.
But that said, this fog lab is supposed to prevent abductions. Abductions are not being stopped. So how are those still happening? Those still happen because somehow something can still abduct people and the trick is it has to be something that can't get wild magic and
Well, the Guardians can do whatever they want.
that doesn't
He says, I'd say just grab me now, but that's just me.
all right.
So I'm just gonna pull the cup out.
The
Any
cup is pulled out.
objections?
Zuli.
Well, not hearing anybody object to the matter.
Wait, Amber, are you muted?
No, I'm not muted. Wait, what did he
Okay.
say though? I was typing.
Any objections?
To just going ahead and doing this one?
Yeah.
Honestly, Rhea has no idea what's going on. She's just like, I'm just here to hit shit.
Agreed. I don't know what's going
Word.
on either.
She follows y'all's lead because you have the brains. Rhea has a bad intelligence.
Intelligence.
And bad intelligence and wisdom. She ain't here to make no decisions or really understand what's happening.
Agreed.
Also, Chi, you are
Alright.
still muted, just a heads up.
And Frey's a baby and is just learning about all the horrors of what's going on. So she's like, I have no ground to say yes or no because you guys probably know more.
Eyes, tongues.
All right,
Talking stone.
here's my vote. Okay, here's what the barrier's not doing. It's not stopping abductions, which means it's not working to do the one fucking thing that it needs to do. However, it is stopping our people from being able to get back home and actually getting back to their loved ones. Now, we might not give a shit about that, but what about the next crop? They might, and they deserve to have that chance. Despite what the Leatherwinders want, they should have the right to return back to their families. I don't know why I'm so fucking pissed off about this, but
It seems reasonable, I guess, when you put it that way.
Jeff just reaches over and just kind of awkwardly pats your shoulder.
Has it been 2 weeks?
I don't know. You guys were the ones keeping track of your days.
Damn it.
I know it's been 3 days
I can probably
since
try to figure
Tony
it
got the
out.
ring.
I'll probably figure it out later. It was just a question of, is there a chance that there's already been a group that's been let out? Because it's every 2 weeks, I believe.
It's every 2 weeks that the elevator returns. We don't know how often they actually send people down here, I don't think.
It's every few weeks, if not 2 weeks. It's like at least once a month. So Augie,
Gnome, by the way,
goal-
has gone to go sit back on his stool and has fallen back to sleep.
Sleepy gnome.
I have a question for you, Sona,
Yep.
privately.
Alright, let me go check.
Privately.
So, what I'm
What are
understanding...
you guys gonna do? Kiss?
If I'm understanding anything, are we supposed to go up further up the mountain to handle the fog? Or is it done here at this too? Or...
What did stop the barrier?
Yeah. What are we doing?
So if I put the cup in draw this out like we did in the other two, it'll take down a layer of the fog that is between here and there.
Okay. I heard something up a mountain. I didn't know if they were talking about where we're from or further up this mountain in particular.
Oh no, so their barrier, they're talking about Death Mountain, the plateau
Oh,
mountain.
Okay, plateau.
And where their barrier, the magic barrier that blocks people from being able to go back up the mountain.
Okay.
Is it the block, the wall, this lab where their magic is right at the end of that bridge where we saw the creature with all the mouths.
Okay.
So that's the barrier. Is that where we couldn't see anything on the other side? We jumped through, then we turned around, and then we could see everything on the bridge side.
Okay.
But yeah.
The god of the chat is typing. The cat is typing. Alright. Augie has left the room.
Like just stormed out, or
No, he just walks out of the room.
Zulamar's gonna pinch the bridge of his nose.
did he leave his stuff?
I don't know. Augie, did you leave your stuff?
Yeah, he's just walking out.
Well, Miss is gonna watch him go and be like, "What?" And look at everyone else and be like, "Did one of you say something? Because I don't think I did it this time."
None of us said anything, I don't think.
Zulamar's going to slam that cup into the little slot that it goes into, and I think it's flush is the button.
Alright. You press flush, and you watch as a white liquid pours down on top of the blue and sort of ombres it till it gets to the bottom, and then you watch as clear liquid flushes out through there, and you see a tongue with a metal stud piercing in it that has been ripped free from a jaw. And you can see the flesh, sort of like the inside of the mouth came with it a little bit, and it is just floating in the water.
Oh.
What was the other button?
Recycle and release.
I can't even remember what buttons we're supposed to hit.
I was left in the other room last time we were dealing with this, so I don't know.
Because we don't actually, above game, we don't get the body parts themselves, right?
The body parts fall into the receptacle, yes.
Oh. He's gonna hit release.
You watch as a small whirlpool begins at the top of the tube until slowly it creeps down further and further, and you watch until this tongue gets caught up in the whirlpool and then sucks through the bottom, and then you just hear this thump in the bottom of the cup. And you no longer see a tongue in the tube, and the water drains, and you hear this sort of soft, like, you're not entirely sure what it is at first, but it's sort of like a rumbling. And it's coming from beneath the floor.
Oh goody. Zoma's going to yank the cup back, drop that back in his bag, and be like, well, thank you, Jeff. I think that was all we needed.
Are you guys just leaving?
At least the lab. Yes. I believe we've overstayed our welcome with Carambola and Bookie.
They're just like that. I mean, it's fine. I guess. Okay. Oh, you're gonna want to go out this way. And he's gonna lead you back toward the door, where the housing units are. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Yes. But
Which way did
I-
Augie
So-
go?
Right?
But didn't Augie like walk another way?
Oh, right.
I think
Miss will
Augie
probably
went-
go find Augie
Oh, yeah, I
and
don't
tell
know
him that they're
who
leaving.
we want to.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
is he in the?
He is in the apartment area.
Just smoking.
housing.
He's gonna step out. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he sees when Zulma sees Augie, he's like, I flushed the system, got the tongue.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the details. I don't want to think about it right now.
The only thing is that there was the storage room, or there was a door on the other side. I don't know if that was even worth going down, since we already came and figured out what we had to figure out.
I know you're talking to me right now. I literally cannot process anything you're saying at this point in time.
What?
Do we hear this?
Do you?
Yeah, right? Like this creepy breathing?
I know. Yeah. I was looking at everyone's thing to see if someone was snoring.
Ray's just gonna if this actually like is the sound going on, then Ray's gonna look around and be like,
I mean, he's gonna look around like,
Yeah, it got like in my ear. Something's
It's not creepy.
what is going on?
That rumbling has extended
Mhm.
out into the apartments. And the light from the windows has gone out.
I don't like that.
I think there might be ramifications to what we just did.
I asked if this was powering shit, okay? I did ask that. You guys remember, I did ask that, right?
Yeah.
Jeff turns
Yes.
around and just goes, "Oh, it's fine."
What
It's-
do you mean it's
is it?
fine? Are you sure it's fine? What's
Jeff,
going
did
on?
you just hear that breathing? And do you feel the rumbles?
Yeah, it's just the Guardian. And he points at the window.
Guardian!
Why is there a guardian here? That wasn't here before.
I mean, yeah.
We look out the window, right?
Yeah.
Zuma's looking out the window to
John
understand.
is
I'm
looking out the window.
scared to look out the window.
It might be go time. Fuck.
All of you see these lumpy bark-like protrusions that are sort of sticking to the inside wall of the cave slowly, just sort of slapping like meat, and you see fingernails coming off of what look like either toes or very short fingers on the tops of these appendages, kind of like scales, and you see this wiggly, bulbous creature that sort of looks like a curly Q question mark with eyes going from the front to where this two large slits are that like open and close, that's where the breathing sound was coming from. You see eyes that trail repeatedly along the very like head of this creature all the way down into this deep abyss, and it just slowly leans forward, blocking out the sun, and turns its head and then opens one eye slowly after the other and just peers down at all of you. And Jeff just goes, "So,
What does the Guardian do?
guard stuff. There's one in every lab."
Oh, boy.
Is that what we've been killing?
You can't kill them.
You can't what?
No, they're pure magic.
Wait.
You hear the sound of just sort of like fingernails just sort of glancing across glass, and the creature sort of
Oh.
reaches back as one of its hands accidentally slides against the window, and then it sort of leans back and it twists again, and you see something sort of like rolling underneath the skin of it. and like this meaty red and black flesh just sort of pulses slowly, and it looks like there's pond scum sliding off of it as it sort of undulates.
Wait, Laurel was
Undulate
turned
is
into
never a good word.
Was Laurel turned into one of those?
Who?
Didn't think so.
Professor Larl?
Well, we didn't meet one of those in Fog Lab A, did we?
Yeah, I don't believe we've met
Unless
one.
it was
No.
the fog lab.
No.
Oh,
That was different.
true. Yeah, but Laurel turned into something much like that.
But that was because she went crazy. That was her own explanation, at least.
Yeah.
And we didn't see one of these in B either.
Oh no, we did see something like this in Bay. Or at least
Did we?
3 of you did.
Well, we saw something.
No, Sugar already explained what that was.
I believe we
Is
were
this going to
told
be
that
another practical
That
fucking
creature
joke?
was different. That was Sugar's
Tattle's
joke.
tail was just, yeah.
No, it wasn't Sugar's joke. It was Luvian's joke.
Oh, that's right. It was.
Maybe he was. Oh my, someone.
Oh god, I hope it's not making meowing sounds at us like that.
Actually,
We're
I
gonna be in
probably
trouble.
prefer it.
Were you having a nightmare, Squirrely? She was sleeping. She woke herself up.
Oh, poor baby. Don't think I don't hear that oppressive groan out of Quill.
Frey's gonna have. This is the first time she's ever seen something like this, or like this. And it's very intense. She's gonna have backed up exponentially from the window and
A reasonable move.
everyone else.
You do see that some of the eyes like glance at you when you move and blink. And the rest are just, all of them are just randomly like looking at one of you variously, and Jeff is just unbothered.
Does you say this just guards things? How often does it come like show itself?
From time to time, I mean, comes, checks on us, goes back
I was
into the
about to say,
depths.
is it here because it's angry at us, or is it just coming by, you know?
I mean, I've never seen it be angry. And I mean, if it was, I think it would have busted the window open. It's just kind of chilling.
Okay,
Is it on the inside or the outside?
Outside.
Is the bug on the inside of the window or
If it
the
was on
edge?
the inside, Frey would have been like out of there. She would have been gone.
There is
Okay.
a window.
So,
Okay.
Luvian says we did meet the Guardian for Lab A.
Oh, did we?
Remember that freaky shit in the fog on the bridge when we first got here?
Oh,
Well,
fuck,
yes.
you wondered. Oh,
Is
they go where they
ghost.
want to. Yeah,
That
they go
was
where
the
they
Guardian. Yeah, that's what Bookie said, that on the bridge, the
Yeah.
one with the many mouths, that it was a Guardian and it can come between the barriers all at once because they can do whatever they want. I was just imagining
Apparently,
inside.
apparently, its name is Giggles.
Mm.
Well,
No,
that
that is-
explains that.
I didn't
Laughter.
know.
Yeah. Zulamar's gotten over his fear a little bit. Jeff, does this one have a name?
I don't know. We just call it the Guardian. And as he says that, Vitani... Fucking fix, you piece of shit. Oh my god.
I had to tell myself that probably wasn't.
No,
In-game.
that was me. That was me
Part of
typing.
me just wants to go inside and wait for it to go away.
I know, right?
As Jeff says that and rubs the back of his neck, Vitani. And Jeff just kind of shrugs. He's like, it's not creepy or anything. I mean, she's just there.
It is actually very unsettling.
I mean, I've seen creepier shit, to be fair.
I think, who was it? Which of us did not see Giggles for themselves? Was it Augie and Mist? Or was it Rhea?
No, Rhea and Ahsoka definitely saw it.
Oh yeah, they were like the first ones, and then Vitani and Zulmar came second. So it was Mist and Augie that were last, and they didn't see it. I think.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
This one is
Zulmar's
apparently.
Like,
Hey.
Was that in game?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on a second. A fucking notification came up and I switched the page I was on. Okay. This one's name is Stax, apparently.
Stax?
Yeah.
Some joke on smokestacks, according to Luvian.
When you all say stacks one after the other, the eyes all blink in unison, and you just see this creature just sort of like, as if it had a spine, it would be curving up like a cat.
Why are we calling its name? Why are we calling its name, guys?
Zuma's
somebody else give it out a name.
Yeah, why are we calling it?
Well, I'm just waving to it.
I said I hate it.
Like you have a dog and it comes when you call it, but you don't want the dog to come because it eats your friends, right?
I don't know what kind of dog you know, but
Jeff has it ever come inside before that you've heard of anybody around here or seen yourself?
No.
Okay. Then I'm good to go back to your place and get a breather.
Far from any windows, please.
All right. Well, I mean, again, it's apparently Stax. How you doing? He waves to the creature, and you see like fingers just kind of lift up and like do like a wave, like in a when people do the wave on
Stop making it sound like you're into it. I hate that more. Like you can tell that Sona thinks it's the cutest thing ever, and that makes it worse.
It is.
Zulmar waves too. Zulmar waves too. He's like, hi.
Jeff does have a point that it doesn't seem aggressive.
Probably because it doesn't smell blood yet.
Yeah, remember the last one was just a practical joke.
Vitani is on that subject. Vitani has subtly been moving towards Rhea the whole time, and is standing between her and the window.
Yeah, I will remind you that I don't find these things fucking funny. Let's go inside. If we get out of its vision, maybe it'll be bored and go away.
You all
Agreed.
Go inside of Jeff's abode, and the door shuts.
Okay.
And you are plunged into a comforting silence. The ground still rumbles a little bit, but you don't hear it as much anymore. Jeff just kind of shrugs at you guys and goes, I guess because I live here, I'm used to it.
We don't, and we're not. And some of those things have caused us great pain.
I'm sorry.
No,
I mean, if I thought it were dangerous, I would have said something. But it's just always been here.
Does he hang out, or do they hang out under the tree?
Generally she stays in the water and in the darkness of the depths.
That stands to reason.
The depths.
Yes, that pit does go down into the depths. She keeps
Remember
stuff
the
from
down
coming
below,
back up.
down below?
Down below, that's right.
Yes, but now it makes a lot more sense with her and elemental druids.
Okay.
I mean, people can't really get down there, but things could get up because stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to go to the depths, I know how you can get there, but not that way.
Please, I would. That would be valuable information. Please, I'd love to know.
Okay, map. Let me see a map.
Augie? The atlas?
Yeah, it's a burp.
I think Augie broke.
Nope. 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 That sounds a lot of getting closer to that thing. Nope. Nope. Nope.
The brain cell can't break. We can't afford to lose the brain cell.
That is a good point.
I just want to know where it is accessible. We'd rather know that it's there so that we avoid it, would we not?
Stop making sense.
I mean, she sticks around here. She doesn't really travel around. She protects space. That's her whole thing. She's a guardian.
Space guardian.
Yeah, I mean, Giggles didn't follow after us after we got off the bridge.
No, Giggles just
Stared
deafened
at us,
us to the
or
entire world
not
for
stare.
a hot minute there.
Didn't have eyes that we could see. Well, deafened and toyed with us, but didn't do anything harmful. I'd say Tattletale was worse. So please, Augie, could I see the atlas?
Yes. Yeah.
The whatless?
Oh, hush.
He pulls out the
You've been fighting.
atlas.
I didn't win that battle!
And he hands it over. It's just like, I'm sorry. Something hit me. I don't know what.
Are you okay?
Do you need to talk about it?
I don't know if I can. Like,
It's not another weird magic law thingy, is it?
no. Well, maybe.
Love that for us.
No, I mean, okay, so it's like, imagine a phantom pain gnawing at something that's no longer there. The reason, I don't know. I don't know. But
Did you sell a memory?
I don't know. But
I mean, obviously.
but just the understanding that we couldn't get back, it just, I don't know, it all came crashing down. Just a part of me returned back to a time I don't ever want to go back to. A place I don't want to go back to.
Gotcha.
Hey, I hate to interrupt, but you have FLD with a question mark on your atlas.
What now?
FLD.
Boulevard?
FLD question mark. Where do I have that here?
Do you have a copy of your atlas?
Somewhere. Somewhere. Fog Lab D question mark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Fog Lab D question mark, I believe.
From what we were looking at in the library. Give me a second. Magic defense, and magic creation. If you're doing magic defense and magic creation, it's going to be in the depths anyway, because that's where all of the elementals are. So if it's here, you'd have to go through the depths to get there.
Oh,
Oh. No.
yeah.
No.
This one was too easy, huh, folks?
And
Isn't there like a nice train we could take? You know,
I
with a
mean,
sleeping car and
there's
two cabins.
probably there might be a train to Wolfswool,
Let's go there
and
instead.
still gonna have to mean you got to go through the depths to get to the fog lab.
And let me guess, the only way down there to the depths is here.
The place that's marked the depths.
Uh,
Yeah, that's the entrance. I mean, there are like other places unspecified, but those are they aren't safe.
Oh, but this it? Oh, but you're sure this is?
If it says the depths, yeah, you can generally hire like a guide or something to get you to where you need to go underground.
Oh,
Hmm.
doesn't
But if
sound
you
too bad.
if you go in any of these, any points to the little hills on the map, go through any of these, they're not structured. There's no telling what's crawled out of them recently, what's crawled into them. Your safest bet is going to be the depths. I mean, you could probably get either wolf's wool or poison water and then go from there to the depths if you do want to train. Um, we might have a. I think we may have a. Oh, dirigible. I don't know. I'd have to check my calendar. That might go to Glorywood. I don't know. It might be too far past. Might be too late in the month to get on the dirigible.
So it's a dirige unable. Got it.
That was a very bad joke.
I'm a dad. It's my prerogative.
I mean, you can do that or you can walk. And if you're doing that, you're going to be going through the tundra.
I would prefer not to go through any tundras. It's all the same to you guys.
Well, it's like a. It's not like a. It's one of those where there's like grass, but it's not grass colored. And there's trees. They're not like tree shaped. And there's rocks and some sand.
But they're not rock shaped, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes perfect sense. There's nothing sensible
Tawny.
about this world.
Yes.
I mean, wild magic.
That's the one you went to, right?
hmm.
The one I went to?
The one you went to.
What?
What?
The one you went to.
The one I went to.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You know what? Kinda don't feel like reliving that either.
Nope. But that tells us a little bit about what we got to expect. All right.
I can't
Doesn't seem
wait.
to be
This will be
too
so
worried about
fun.
it. Maybe it won't be as bad this time.
Oh, okay.
No, they closed part of it off because good fucking reasons.
I don't know what this conversation is about, and I feel like I'm butting in. Should I leave?
No,
No.
it's okay.
No.
Very hopeful. Very hopeful.
For all intents and purposes, you're a part of the group now, so you
Wild.
get to
I've never
hear all
been
the
in a
shit going on.
never been in an adventuring group.
I mean,
Sugar just said to avoid that block, that side of the lab.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh boy.
hang on a
Let's
second.
just say, Jeff, that hanging.
I trust Sugar on that about as far as I could throw giggles.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
But that's
I mean,
sad.
she was entirely true about how things are here at Fog Lab C. So
Yeah, there's some grain of truth. But okay, here's what I'm thinking. This one's been a cakewalk. It's been good. This has been a very enjoyable Fog Lab. Fog Lab C. We'll be returning back here. Jeff, we will be returning back here. This is a nice place. You have a nice place. You've been a fantastic host. This has literally been the most pleasant experience of our entire lives down here.
Damn,
We're
flattery's
gonna
not
be
why don't you?
we're gonna be ready for a regular ass Fog Lab when we get down there. Is what I'm trying to say. Which means we're gonna suit up.
and
For
I think a train would be a great choice. To
if possible.
poison water, perhaps.
Okay, I can help get you guys tickets.
I just
That-
imagined an entirely different train.
I'm gonna pretend
Pardon?
ignorance because I'm an NPC and I don't have impure thoughts. So I'm
I mean,
gonna.
didn't one of the NPCs have sex with Vitani?
I don't
That-
know. Tani
that
doesn't want to
was
have
a-
sex with an NPC
No.
right now.
That was a succubus, and her whole shtick is that she has impure thoughts. I'm Jeff.
I'm
I'm Jeff.
My name is
She's
Jeff.
everything. He's just Jeff.
I have a question for Jeff.
Yo, what is it?
Pure.
Jeff, are you into DILFs?
Oh my god.
That's a weird question. You have to define what a DILF is.
You don't know what a DILF is.
I'm
No.
My
going
dear, take a walk with me. Take a walk with me really quick. She's gonna walk up to Jeff and like loop an arm around his shoulders. I don't know how tall he is.
Jeff's not super tall. He's like 5'9"-ish.
Okay, so then this is very easy for her. She's taller than him. So she's gonna loop an arm around his shoulders and just kind of like guide him slightly away from the group.
Should I be
Just to-
concerned?
No. It's just a curiosity.
I mean, you say that, but all of your friends make these weird faces when you like take people away and then bring them back.
They make weird
So-
faces whenever I do anything. That's just kind of how this whole group's gone. But it's
Maybe
okay.
It's more about the things
So
she does.
basically, listen.
Okay.
Basically, what a DILF is. It's what's the word for when a group of letters means like a bigger sentence?
Oh, I'm not
Acronym?
helping you with this.
An acronym?
Acronym. That's the
Damn,
one.
dumbass.
And a
It's okay, Rhea. You were I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think you were very close. I don't know what an anagram is, but I'm sure it's similar. Anyways. So what a DILF means. I'm laughing out of character because of the situation.
Oh dear God.
She's trying to explain it so that Augie of all people doesn't hear. So she's just kind of like leaning down and like whispering in his ear. It stands for a daddy I'd like to fuck.
Okay.
Basically, I'm asking, are you into dads? Are you into father figure?
I don't really have a preference.
Fair enough. This is all fair enough. That works. Okay. All right. Great chatting with you, Jeff. She's gonna pat him real hard on the shoulder and then release him.
Vitani? Can I just say something? Can I be candid with you?
Yeah. Is this you as the DM or is this Jeff?
Jeff.
She's gonna turn around and face him. What can I do for you?
You're really fucking weird.
Yeah. I've come to accept that about myself.
Okay. At least you know. And he's
Yes.
gonna pat you on the back and go, you keep being weird, I guess.
Thank you. You keep your preferences open. Life may surprise you. I'm just gonna walk back over to Rhea.
You don't have to go all the way back outside to. I don't think.
You would have to go outside into the hallway to get into the second floor of the library, so you would have to go outside.
Is the Guardian inside space?
Yes.
Space. So space is like this like dome with like this tree that has the abyss next to it. It came out of the abyss next to the tree.
Oh,
Yeah, space
okay.
is
I don't know why I thought it was
inside the mountain.
outside the dome.
Yeah. Not a dome, but the mountain. That's what I meant.
It's
It's in the
inside,
mountain.
inside the mountain.
Yeah.
I didn't know where the window
enclosed
looked
space.
out at.
Yeah, you see the curves on the map that go from like where the door is for the housing and where the bottom of the housing is, like the other door.
Yeah.
All along that is a window that leads outside.
See, I was on the opposite wall, and I thought it was like looking outside of space.
You know, it's looking toward the tree. The windows that face the tree, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, Freya steps out for a bit while everybody's talking about weird shit. And Jeff just comes back in and just kind of shrugs and shakes his head, and he starts going through some papers on his desk and looking through things, and eventually he goes back and he's like, okay, so you guys wanted to go to... where is it? Poison water.
Yes.
Okay. I can get you a discount because I am a merchant, if that would help.
Nice. That would be fantastic.
Certainly.
It would mean I would have to go with you, though. At least to Poison Water, and then I can come back.
Only if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. I tend to go to Poison Water occasionally anyway, just to get supplies and stuff.
Well, we'd love to have you if you wouldn't mind. Yes.
Okay. Cool. I will go do that now.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys wanted me to do that now or later.
What is it?
I guess
Whatever's convenient for you.
Yes.
Now it's
Good.
fine.
Alright, so he leaves you all in his little apartment and goes to get train tickets.
Okay. Frey mentioned something about going back to the library.
Yeah, she slipped out to go to the library.
She didn't even mention it. She
No.
just left.
Okay.
She
dipped.
Yeah. If anyone had noticed, she had, after seeing that beast and everything, and after having gone to the basically after once they were in the lab and everyone was talking about things of the lab and fog and stuff, she had gotten like more and more on edge. Not in the sense of like Augie, like the way he was acting, but still like in like a she's not okay sense as well. Yeah. So she left without saying anything.
Check the chat, like the main chat. Right.
I see that.
I had both Nobara and Yuji roll, and Nobara got a 19 and Yuji got an 8.
He's
He's
not
just
right.
nesting. He's nesting.
He's just dumb.
He's nesting.
He's all up in the furs. He don't want to go nowhere right now. Aww.
Zuma's just gonna rub at his face and go, I think I need to enjoy another bath before we head out, because bloody hell knows whether we're gonna get to enjoy Jeff's magical recreations of our bathing situations.
Well, we'll be coming back here.
Hopefully.
Fair point. Yeah.
No, we'll come back here, I promise.
I don't doubt it, but you know, it's gonna be a while until the next time. So
Oh yeah, but
I feel weird. I'm gonna wait until Jeff comes back at bathing in
No,
another
no.
person's house without I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think
Does anybody know where Freya went?
Who?
Frey. You know,
Never heard of her.
newest
Who?
party member. Burst out of a statue kind of deal.
Well,
Oh!
Ooh,
I-
raised
no,
I thought
you.
Ahsoka was just looking really tall. Okay.
I didn't see where she went, but he's gonna look around and be like, "What about
So
Nobara?"
Nobara would have tagged along with Prey.
Mhm.
Her dragon actually had started to raid the pantry.
Yes.
So her dragon's still like making some noises in the kitchen.
Oh my God.
Found a box of cookies. And it's eating the cookies.
Zuma's gonna get up from the table where he was looking at the map and just like lean around the counter and they'll go,
What do you have in your mouth? Spit
Frey's
that out right
little
now!
critter's still here.
The little critter. I have to give it a name. One day I will. It's like a rite of passage to name this thing. I'm very serious about my name with the kids. But the little dragon, or I'm going to just say dragon for now. Dragon's gonna look up and see that people had come in or had noticed them. They're gonna tilt their head and trill a little and puff out little sparkles and such. And then it's going to sit on, I think Rhea was the one who noticed the dragon, right?
Zuma did.
Oh, Zulmar, sorry. I forgot. Zuli, the dragon's gonna sit on Zuli's shoulder and start to make biscuits and then kind of like tug at their ear.
He's just gonna be like, "Oh."
And then the dragon's gonna fly to the door and start trying to get out.
Well, I think that the little critter knows where she is.
Do you want to help them get back to her, Zuli?
Certainly. So Zuma's gonna let the dragon out. Just follow it to its location.
I didn't know if this was if we same brains a goo with Nobara and some sort of like leading back connection. But if not, the dragon is going to very cheerily like fly down and lead Zuli to the library again. And then once they enter, the dragon is going to start to make little like concerned noises in a sense. The closer they get to Frey, the more concerned they become. And then they're going to finally find Frey. Frey has cornered herself in a little
Quick
area
question.
surrounded.
Check the thing.
Yes.
Check the thing that I
What?
sent you.
What thing? Where? Oh, you gotta tag me. I don't see just regular notice sometimes. Oh, well, that depends.
No, it's not.
You wanted to join in on the typing.
Yeah.
a small intermission while the DM and character talk.
Yes, all
Okay,
is
there
well.
you go.
I'm so indecisive.
That's up to you. You can flip a coin if you need to. Or roll a
Roll
die.
the dice.
That's what I said.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that.
All right.
So Frey, as the dragon leads Zuli to Frey would have posted up in a secluded area in the library, mostly like with bookcases behind her. There is a soft lantern that's floating above her, because that's how you said they're floating lights, right? Goo?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a floating lantern above her as well. And she's gonna be clutching onto just a book. Kind of like looking at it, but kind of like just spacing out a little bit.
Zoma's going to approach, not reproach, and be like, hey, are you all right? Kind of vanished on us.
As soon as Zuli speaks, Frey is going to tense up. She's going to have jumped a little. Like, she really didn't hear either of them, like, approach. And Dragon would have gone up to her and immediately wrapped themselves around her shoulders, kind of like giving her a hug, and continue to make those concerned little trills. I don't know if I'm okay. Things just kind of fell together and snapped all at once. It's the first lab I've been into, and I know it didn't sound as eventful as the other ones you guys went into, maybe, but only been down here in reality 3 days, and I'm learning about all the lies, I guess, that there was, and at the same time, I simply came down here to find a good friend, and now my world's kind of falling apart, realizing or hearing like the truth of everything. And I'm kind of lost now.
Zulimar's going to kind of sit at the table with her and scratch at Nobar's head, which she comes over. And he's going to nod and be like, I can understand that. We certainly had more time to figure out that we wanted to continue forward with this endeavor, and that was something that we wanted to make of our lives here. And whereas you've kind of just been thrown into our group right off the deep end, I suppose. But I will say, it definitely was. This is definitely like the training wheels lab in comparison. But yeah, there's a lot to take in, and you can take all the time you need.
There definitely is a lot, and I definitely don't mind. It's not the company per se. Like I'm glad that I was able to find a group from up there to be able to travel with, because to be honest, I think if I was just here without anyone else from above, then I would be even more lost. But I've seen people turn into bears and wolves and creatures crawl out of who knows where, and it's just I like you said, it's a lot to process, and I think about my family too, and I'm kind of scared for them as well. It's not like I didn't leave behind nothing back up there. Because I don't know what this whole like I said, I'm still a little lost on some parts. That's why I actually came here to try to look more. I briefly had looked into some books with the magic and such, because that's what was one of the biggest points that I'm learning exists. But also just trying to find out kind of what you all discovered with whatever this fog and things are. I know you guys explained a little bit to me when I came here, but it didn't really click.
No, it is still a lot, and I think sometimes we, especially myself and Augie, tend to fly over some details that make sense to us, but we don't stop to realize that it may not make sense right off the bat to everyone else and might need a little more explaining. And I absolutely know what you mean with, the whole family up above. I think this.
If we, so from what my understanding is, you guys are trying to take away the fog, the little layer of fog that had separated us from down here.
Mhm.
And now we have these 3 magic vampire whatever that is thing that are the apparent rulers of our cities and up there. And if you guys do that, what's going to happen to the people up there too, though?
Can't say for certain. It's an entire unknown. I personally have 3 younger siblings and my mother back home, and would give anything to have them here. At this point, as much as I love Saint Sister, I wouldn't want them to be trapped up there and not be able to experience what they all should be experiencing if we are all in some way able to tap into the magic of this world. Like, I can't imagine going back up there and not having access to what I've discovered about myself. But we can't say for certain what would happen if we take down that barrier. But I have a feeling that they won't be concerned with those from back home. They're more interested in what's down here.
That's also a scary part too, though, because I mean, I've only met a handful of people, but they seem pretty nice too. And it's just a lot scarier than I thought it would be now.
Yeah, it's absolutely you meet people here, you think about other people back home, and you want to protect all sides, but also to stop this terrible slow death that this whole planet is suffering from, and to put an end to what's been happening with the leather winds. So
Well, I think
it's a lot to shoulder.
think I may stay here a little while longer, just for tonight. I'm not gonna stay here because I do want to continue traveling, and I have a quest anyway to find Jewel too, and I probably have a lot of questions to ask for her, and I'm worried about her too.
Of course.
I'm feeling kind of nauseous, and I just needed a place to be able to read through things as well. And I don't know what you guys were planning. I kind of left as you guys were talking about a train.
Yes.
But I don't know what's going on after that.
Where the goal is to get to the next lab. I will give you a chance on the train. I might explain in more details, so I don't want to keep you, but this lab will be a lot more like the previous two. So I want to give you as much forewarning as possible. But we'll stay here another night until we find out what time these train tickets or whatever are for. And have another evening to hopefully decompress.
I'm compressed all right. I'm gonna head back to Jeff soon, but I need to look at a few more books. I think I'm gonna try to check some out if I can. I don't know if I'm allowed to bring them with me on the travels, but if anything, I'll probably just bring them back in the morning then. Got a library card at least.
Well, that's good.
I appreciate you coming to find me too. And
yes, and
I know I shouldn't have left without saying anything.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Sometimes it can get to be too much. I mean, you saw Augie walked out on his own earlier, so
yeah.
And I was coming to find you as well because I didn't want your little one started to get antsy after eating all the cookies, by the way.
That's going to make her smile a little bit. That's going to have lightened her mood just a little. She's going to smile a little bit. And she's going to scritch the top of the dragon's head. And the dragon is going to have started to pat its tail against her. I see. Well, we kind of have a connection. The closer we are, the more we can feel each other's emotions and such. And so I'm sure they probably could feel I was not feeling too great.
You probably could have done with some cookies.
Yes.
Well,
you can let the others know I'll be back soon. And
of course.
That I'm okay, though. For now.
Absolutely.
Or at least as much as I can be. I don't know.
Not a problem. It definitely is an adjustment, but since you're going to be enjoying your time here in the library, I can leave my star book with you if you wanted to spend some more time with that as well.
Frey's eyes are going to immediately widen, and she's going to nod, and she's like, I would like that a lot, actually.
Of course. So he's going to take out his bag and pass it across and be like, please, appreciate it, enjoy it, take your notes. No rush in returning it.
Out of character, with the mountain, where the mountain is enclosed indoors, there you can't see the natural sky, right? The space is inside all completely, or
no, you can kind of see outside sometimes, but you have to be either in that housing area and you gotta look up and angle your head at a certain way. Otherwise you just get sunlight in, but you can't see the sky.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the book. I really do appreciate it.
Of course. Perhaps there's some books in here that would reference stars and whatnot. Make more sense.
Maybe I'll go look at that section before leaving too, since I don't know if and when we're coming back here.
Well, Augie says we're definitely coming back. So I'm sure Vitani is very thrilled with her Jeff Augie plans in that regard. But yes, I will let you get back to it. Nobara, are you going to stay here or come with me?
You get
That'd be a
gentle,
goo.
yeah, you get gentle skitters, and Nobara's just sort of like found a comfortable spot on Frey's thigh. It is just kind of like, nap.
Well, you'll have.
Nobara is basically, stay here without Yuji, or go back there with Yuji.
Damn.
The choices.
Decisions. He's like, well, I guess you have 2 little ones to keep you company. If I don't see you at least around like bedtime, I'll at least send you a message to check in.
And if something has happened to me, I'm sure you'll see this little one come and find you again.
Okay.
Which I'm sure hopefully not to say anything's gonna happen, but just in case. I know they usually look out for me, and I've appreciated the short time that I've actually been awake down here.
Yeah, so Zul'Amar will take his leave after saying his goodbyes and head back to Jeff's place and walk in and be like, she's fine. It's a little shaken, but she's fine. She's in the library.
Mm.
The
Oh.
dragon
Alright.
and Nobar are keeping her company.
Okay.
We need to enact a buddy system.
Now, Rhea, would you mind explaining the very basics of your bathing area? Is Jeff back?
Jeff eventually comes back, but he's letting you guys talk.
Okay.
He's like making some kind of snack.
Oh, sure. And I don't have the brain capacity, but Rhea will.
Yeah. Explain.
Explain.
Especially the 2 shells.
What?
I guess I'm the only one who got that movie joke.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not a movie watcher, so yeah.
Basically, outdoor sauna, lots of bamboo, lots of steamed water, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It's
Like
giving
how to operate.
onsen.
Yeah.
Yes, quite literally. So eventually, Jeff comes over and he says, okay, so the latest, or well, earliest in this case, that I could get for you guys to go to Poison Water is in 4 days. Is that okay?
That works.
That works.
Okay.
Yep.
4 days.
The drawback is that we are going to have to get up at 3 in the morning.
Fair enough.
That
Uh-huh.
means
Gross, okay.
that just means that by the time we get there, it'll be around lunchtime.
Okay. We can get up at any time. We're used to just going.
Oh, she just
Cool.
shrugs his shoulders as if it's like, that's not my problem.
Alright, well, I guess you guys can chill here for the next couple of days.
Thank you,
That's
Jeff.
good.
It's no problem.
We will hardly be noticed at all, Miss says as she puts her feet up on the table.
Yeah,
Above
make yourself right at home.
As you say
Above
that,
game. Okay.
1 second, as you say that, Jeff goes, and he reaches over and he pulls open a drawer, and you hear like this little sound, and you watch as he like levers something, and then he reaches further into the drawer, and you just hear like this slick sound, and he walks over and he goes, yep, you keep your feet right there, and he slides a paintbrush up the bottom of your foot, and it's covered in wet white paint.
But he realizes I'm just going to start walking around his house now, right?
Oh, you think he cares? He's just like, yep, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure that was the because it's like Miss does not care. It's like, cool. Batani, come over here. She's gonna have like her
Water
foot
bottle
up,
next.
seeing if she can get Batani
Oh my god.
with a footprint.
This just means that Jeff is going to have cat peds around his house.
Hooray!
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, above game.
Yes.
Is there specific things we need to be doing during these 4 days, or is this going to be like you guys have opportunity to work on some skills? We will skip the 4 days though. Come next game.
Yeah, that's basically what I was going to ask. Over these 4 days, is there anything you guys want to get done?
I can think of some things.
Can we think about it?
Yes.
I definitely want to see Vitani's consequences for the next 4 days.
Okay. Do you want to see those now, or do you want to wait until the next episode?
I want to see them now.
Okay. Roll your first D4.
I gotta find it. So dark in my room. Number 3.
Give me 1 second. I have to find. Okay. So, for the first day of your stay.
Yeah.
First day of your stay, you have to incorporate song lyrics in your speech as much as possible.
Fantastic.
So for the first day, every time you talk, no matter what, song lyrics. Roll again.
Song lyrics. 2.
All right. After this, I do have a notion for the second day they stay there.
Okay. You know what 2 does.
No!
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, please!
Nope.
Oh,
All
dear.
day. You can't fucking take it back. You knew it was on the list.
I'm sorry, Rhea.
Oh no!
Day 2 that all of you are staying there. Every time you touch someone, you get a static shock.
For God's sakes.
Rhea, you're gonna have a very rude awakening.
You just hear everyone
Very,
just
very
hears a
happy.
lot of whimpering throughout the day, like dog yips.
Aww. The dog yips and then a very distressed Vitani yelling, I'm sorry!
Alright.
Maybe
roll
she's
What
again.
is
into it. We'll
she
find
That's
out.
a very
Hey,
important question Drake has
I don't know.
posed.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll a d20 and find out.
Oh, Lord.
Because, I mean, if you are
Um,
into it,
It's a 14. It's kind of in the middle.
kind of in the middle.
Stop! Roll again.
He's not opposed. Roll again.
Consulting the dice is bottom energy.
I am a bottom.
I am also a bottom.
But is
They were
Rhea
both bottom.
Batani?
Vitani's a switch, 50-50.
I was about to say.
Yeah. A 1.
1. You are unable
Yeah.
to say Zulamar's name properly. Not even his
Oh.
nickname.
But wait, I had an event for day 2.
Oh,
This
Wait!
was day
Oh my
3.
god! Wait! Is this the introduction of Hulamar into Down Below?
Hulamar.
Yes,
Okay,
basically.
hold on.
Oh my god.
Before we get into the day 3, give me a second.
What was your
Uh-huh.
proposition for day 2?
I just love that the ring has that specific. Like, it's literally just like it's keyed in specifically. Like, you can't call.
It's
This is
specifically
what-
your closest friend, and that would be Zulamar.
Damn.
Fair
Gotcha.
enough.
Damn.
Okay,
It'd
what
be
was
even
your
funnier
thing,
if it was
Bray?
just specifically Zulamar. It would be like just fuck Zulamar in particular.
Fuck this guy.
I mean, considering how much he keeps getting tormented by Goose,
I don't know.
he
what
wouldn't be
you're talking
surprised if the
about.
ring is out for him as well.
Yes.
Okay, little mini event in character. Anyone's free to interact or whoever wants to walk in. The nights of the second day, they're staying at Jeff's waiting for their train. Whoever may be awake will start to hear clattering coming from the kitchen. Who would like to interact with this mini event?
I want to interact.
I'm in. I'm
What?
awake.
Just nobody please touch me. Unless you feel like getting the shit shocked out of you.
What are you talking about? Hey! Ah,
So
you wanted to know.
why?
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, Frey. Go ahead.
No. I'm not speaking of character, but Augie and Vitani will have walked into the kitchen. It is pitch black. There is no lights except for maybe a soft glow coming from whatever window because it's later in the night. And you guys will see a faint glow coming from the silhouette in the kitchen, coming from hands and cheeks with freckles, and kind of like the reflection of any light probably in the silhouette's eyes as well. Will you guys turn on a light or anything?
I got dark vision.
Dark vision, that is true. Okay, so with your dark vision, you will see that the silhouette is Frey. And she had pilfered some of the meat, and she is actually eating one of the pieces raw. And the glow on her hands and her cheeks are not natural to tieflings.
Frey?
Yes? What's up?
Are you
okay?
good?
You know, I just really got a craving for meat. Like, I just really wanted some bloody meat.
Yeah, I can see that. Raw?
It's just gonna start pulling out some rope from her bag and being like, do we need to, like, stop her from doing anything like eating us? I think we should tie her up.
You know, I think we have some time for that. We bought plenty of meat, Mist. I appreciate it, though.
I'm gonna take a look with the other site and see if I see what's going on that way.
With your magic sight?
Yeah.
Roll Arcana.
Vilmar's gonna walk in, but he's gonna be like yawning and half awake and be like,
Oh,
I just wanted a snack. What's everyone doing in here?
Freya's having a time.
Let's see.
Oh.
But this meat just tastes so good, though. I don't think I'm having a time. I just wanted the meat.
Listen,
Arcana is 11, and I don't think 11 is good enough, so it's 15.
All right. You see magic swirling around Freya's hands, around her face, around her stomach. But you don't really know what it is. You just see it.
Can I
Definitely some magic something happening there, yeah.
Can I investigate her with like bear senses? Is that a thing I can do?
What? Are you trying to sniff her?
Yes, sniff. That is exactly what I'm trying to do. Bears have very sensitive senses of smell.
Sure,
Can't just
I'll
smell
let you
every woman we
sniff
come
her.
across.
You're gonna smell bloody meat and whatever fragrance she normally wears. I don't know. Goo can have more flavor if there's anything else.
Depends on what she rolls.
I smell dragon and axe body spray and regret.
An axe body spray.
She probably would have made something out of like herbs, like a lavender scent or something to remind her of home.
And
Let's see,
Dr.
what's
Squat
my plus 2
soap
investigation?
and regrets.
I have a -1 to investigation, but I rolled a nat 20.
Woo 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 woo! First nat 20 of the night.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So
Goddamn.
You breathe in, and you do smell blood. A lot of blood. You smell the wet raw meat. You kind of smell Frey's breath. You smell the flowers that she normally wears. You smell everyone else in the room, and then you smell something fishy? Fishy and familiar. But you just...
What are you doing? She's gonna look over to
Vitani's
hair. Smell is.
Vitani's hands are on her hips and she's like bent over. I'm assuming Frey's like sitting in a chair, right?
Yes, she's not full gremlin. She didn't you didn't find like some like stray cat like huddled in the corner eating meat. Like she's civil. She's acting like she normally would. She's just really into the meat she's eating, and her hands are glowing in her face.
Is she
Okay, I
barehanding
was
it?
imagining like she was in the corner
She's straight
on
up
the counter.
barehanding it. Nope.
Yes.
Wait.
She is barehanding it.
Vitani, check your messages.
Oh yes, I am looking up the name. Whoops. No, I don't want to cancel.
Unless because you know more about the situation, unless she would have been gremlin style, like just eating
No,
it in the
not yet.
corner. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So, anyways, I was describing her. So her hands are like on her hips, and she's bent over, like at the waist, and just sniffing, like all close up on Freya, like right against her face, her neck, and kind of just like all over. Just.
Huh.
Okay.
But you
So
got
I'm
tender
getting-
vittles.
I'm getting the meat.
Aroma of
Floral.
tacos.
Ha 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 ha. Nice lesbian joke. There's the florals in there. You always smell like the florals.
Yeah.
And something. None of you are allowed to laugh. Something fishy. Where do I recognize that from?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Something recent.
Does it smell kind of like something from Sucrose Bay, maybe?
You know what? I don't remember what it was called. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. I have a question to ask you in DM.
Yes. Also, I promise
Zilmar's
we will
starting
wrap up
to be-
soon.
Yes.
Zilmar's started to get unfazed by everything, so he's just gonna go grab a snack and then come back and
Zilmar's
sit
like-
at the table across from.
Yeah, this would happen.
Frey
Oh,
and
look,
be like,
cookies.
It's funny. So Zuli recently saw like Frey have like a little mental crisis, and now she's in the kitchen eating raw meat with glowing hands and face, and he's like, eh.
It's just another Friday.
Honestly, that is the
Well, okay.
least weird thing we've
I was
encountered
about to say,
so far. It's like,
the way like Rhea and Vitani's whole reveal happened was way more alarming for the group.
yeah. Plus, we're kind of used to this idea of, oh, you're actually something else. It's
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Okay, so Vitani says, I'm going to be right back. She's going to go back into the room where she and Rhea were sleeping, where I'm assuming Rhea is still sleeping. And she's going to dig through her bag and pull out a glass vial. And she's going to make her way back to the group. And she's going to hold it up. And she's going to pop the cork on the top and kind of waft it underneath her nose.
Oh, I
Yep.
recognize.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm smelling. It's not quite the same, but she smells like that anglerfish thing that snuck up on us, remember?
And the glowing is kind of the same.
Yeah.
It has that same
Huh.
quality as the thing did on the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like a fairly similar but aquatic situation that you and Rhea are up to.
There's something no, it's different. It's different. There's something wrong about it. This is venom that I collected from it. And she
Wait.
smells similar,
Augie,
but there's
Zuma,
something
Whoa.
wrong.
Augie just stops. It's like, you got injured by it.
who is he talking to?
To
Frey.
Freya. Freya, you got injured by
Zoma wants to do a medicine check on Frey.
it. Get her.
Okay.
Check her wounds.
You can roll either medicine or arcana.
No, I said medicine for a reason.
I'm going to assist with this because Augie is also medically inclined at times.
Alright, with advantage.
Cool. And I'm going to use my guidance.
Remembered.
Once every level.
Well, so I forgot that Drake said that I have to prepare it on somebody else, or else I would have used it sooner. But he only prepared it for himself.
And that's what you do. You prepare it on yourself and then you use it.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Numbers. $27.
Wait.
Oh!
Add 4 to that. 31.
31? 31?
They could probably see Frey's entire medical history with that.
Shit.
So, Lamar, things have been busy the past couple of days, and you're used to being what people would call a cleric. You're used to basically being a doctor. And you're like, you know what? Okay. And you go and you get your kit and you put on your little doctor glasses and you put on your little medical gloves and you lean in and you put a little scalpel, a little prong thing, and you lift up some of the glowing bits on her skin and you immediately reel back and you go, ooh. Ooh.
Am I gonna die? What's going on? All I wanted was meat. That's all I wanted. And when I got injured, it wasn't even that bad. It was a little prick. Anything
Zulamar, Frey has a parasite.
A what?
Oh. All right.
Frey needs to see a doctor. Otherwise, some of these things might become permanent.
This isn't a whole look. We are magically something else. Species-wise, this is a parasite.
a parasite?
They've gotten cozy with you, and you need to see a down here doctor, a healer of not my caliber.
Oh boy.
Is Jeff awake? I need to talk to Jeff. I need the doctors. Or is there a doctor around here that I can see? We know of.
Jeff's snoozing in bed, but you guys know where he is.
Augie, why don't you go get Jeff?
Down there, doctor.
No. Zulamar.
Yes.
Who else has been injured? We're waking everybody up. And
shit.
And with that, we will continue the rest of everything the next episode because it is getting very late. But I will say, all of you are about to get checkups.
I hate that.
Oh no, you gotta take the dog and the cat to the vet.
And I will be
the bear, the dog, the cat.
I will be stopping the recording in 3, 2, 1.